Oh. Oh my. Huh. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make a peasant bread. And what I mean by peasant bread, it has 4 ingredients. Water, flour, yeast, salt. So it's going to be very rustic. We're going to start off with kind of a starter, like you would be making a sourdough, and then we're going to end up with something that looks like a calabrese bread. So let's get started. So what we're going to need is 12 grams of salt, or 2 teaspoons, 15 grams of a dry active yeast, or 1.5 tablespoons, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of water, filtered water when you're making bread. We're going to get it up to about 112 to 116 degrees. Okay, we're going to get started. I'm going to get 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I usually always sift my flour, but because this is a peasant bread, we're just going to go straight in. 1 and 2. I will use a little sifter and just kind of get some of the lumps out. To the flour, I'm going to add 12 grams or 2 teaspoons of salt. You can adjust that if you like, but I've been doing this many years, and I believe that is the right amount of salt. So we have the water up to about 115 degrees. We'll just go straight in with 2 cups of filtered water. Now we'll add yeast. So basically we're going to be creating a starter, just like you'd be making a sourdough. Just going to mix this in. Make sure it's thoroughly incorporated. Get some air in there. We're going to add the flour and the salt, and we're going to cover it for 1 hour. A nice warm blanket, and this thing's going to be bubbling like crazy in an hour. We're going to add another 1 cup of flour, all-purpose. We're going to fold that in, and we're going to put it in a Dutch oven with some parchment paper. You can use cast iron, you can use anything you have, but I've got a Dutch oven. I'm going to use a Dutch oven. So let's put the flour. And just fold this in, mix it in. Beautiful. There's thousands of ways of making bread. This is my way. This is my version of a peasant bread. Started making this years ago, and basically started off like a sourdough, but then I ended up with a nice calabrese bread, nice and airy inside, and one of the most favorite and delicious breads that I make. If you take a look, before we cover it, it's already started to activate. It's already started to bubble. So we're going to cover this now with my old big beach towels. There, make sure you get it nice and warm. And always when you get to this spot, you check the time. So we'll be back at 4:54. So this is basically alive. It's just bubbling and it's beautiful and just releasing all that beautiful gas. So we're going to take a cup of all-purpose flour, an additional cup of all-purpose flour, and we're just going to fold it in. And then we're gonna cover it again, and we're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. You can let it sit for an hour if you like, not a problem. I wouldn't go more than an hour. And then we're gonna put it in the Dutch oven, and we're gonna bake it off. We're almost there. We are now going to get it in the oven. So we're going to unveil this. It has been 30 minutes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now what you have is a masterpiece in terms of bread. However, this is going to be extremely sticky dough. So we're going to put some flour down. We're going to flour our hands completely, back, bottoms, everything, sides. Get it in there, all over your hands. This is the fun part. Okay. Get it out of here. Look at that. Tapping. It's very hydrated, so keep touching your hands. Let's get it out. Get some more flour. Get it on top. We're just gonna pull it. Pull it on top of it. Pull it. Pull it. We're almost there. We're gonna take some parchment. Put it in our Dutch oven. I guess I should flour my hands once again. I'm going to place it in the Dutch oven. Peasant bread. But I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to score it. Right down there. Now we're going to put it in a preheated 400 degrees oven for 30 minutes. We're going to check it. If it needs more time, it needs more time. We'll see you in 30 minutes. Okay, so we have 7 minutes left. It has the characteristics of a calabrese, but it smells like a sourdough. So it's peasant bread. It is whatever you want it to be. It is one of my favorite breads. We'll be back. 45 minutes have passed. It is ready. It is peasant bread. It is the most delicious bread you'll ever have. It's spectacular. It's gorgeous. Let's give it a try. Hot. Take a slice. Ooh, that's hot. Take a slice. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. I love this. Love it in the morning. I slice it, put it in the toaster. I'm just gonna put some of my homemade butter. We actually have a video on that too. You can check it out. I don't need all this butter. Beautiful. Look at this. Crispy. Look, I just want to rip this piece off and eat it. Airy peasant bread, the way it all started. With modern conveniences. Oh. Oh my. Once again, the kind of food that you bite into and it makes you smile. It's so good. Everybody has to try this. And comment. And please share, subscribe. I'm gonna have another bite. You have to try this. You have to try this.
Oh.
It's amazing. You gotta try this bread. Slice it, put it in the toaster. This is my favorite bread for making just a simple grilled cheese. Anyway, I'm speechless. We'll see you next time. Oh my god, it's so good.